For I&I, for intelligence investigations, the most important time is before the games, because everyone knows that during the games they get tested. So therefore, it's very likely that, let's say, the smart dopers, they would stop at one stage before the games, so that they are clean when they get tested. So for us now, it's the most important time. So this is where, especially our colleagues from the anti-doping organization that are responsible for the respective sport, they will look very careful on information that comes towards athletes that might attend. And if we get anything from our whistleblowers, from our colleagues, then of course we follow up respectively. But from an I&I point of view, is really the part before the games, because every doper who is intelligent knows that he gets tested. So every doper would stop at one stage. So therefore, now it's the best time to check them, and I'm sure that our colleagues test those that are suspicious more frequently than others. So we see a slight increase, but we have a constant increase throughout the year. So it's not very specific. But if there is something that is related to the games, then of course we are more alerted and we prioritize them more, and we are in contact with the respective sport federation. And in this respect, it's good that we are independent. So we will look into the case in order to understand what happened, and then if there is anything that we could initiate to strengthen the overall process, we will do. But I guarantee we will nothing do in order to endanger a whistleblower, because that's our main goal for all we work with. Every elite athlete was an amateur at one stage. So we see when they already are on that level, and we learned about muscle memory, so that someone who was doping in the early ages, that the muscle might remember when they're older, shows to me that we need to start earlier in order to enhance the threshold that athletes are doping. So by doing that, we can exactly, with law enforcement, we can tackle those and make the availability of PEDs less, and therefore more complicated, and more the fear, let's say, that they might be subject to a police investigation. But we have already cases where they came back and said, actually, we saw on the customer list some names that are very familiar to us.